it from you.
All right, so first of all, how did you get this show? What is it about, and why do people need to watch it?
Okay, well, you know, I've been protesting for a while on police brutality and police accountability, so I was approached with a group of activists to come do a show about police brutality in Atlanta from BET, and it premieres tonight at 11. I want everybody to tune in. It's going to highlight the case of Eric Garner, Jimmy Atchison, Veltavius Griggs, Oscar Kane, some of the local cases, that people can understand what's happening in the city and around the country and the solution to this problem of a police accountability. So that's what the purpose of the show is. It's 10 episodes. It's going to be good. It's going to be raw. It's going to be emotional. People should tune in.
What is the goal of this when you say, all right, after 10 episodes air, is it something where we want to say, all right, now we got to work on a better relationship? Like, what is the relationship issue you think as an activist between the police and the citizens? Because when I grew up, I remember Officer Friendly coming to my school.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a long time ago, but now, you know, it's a funny thing with the police. You don't want them until you need them. A lot of times when people say, you know, they call the police, but then a lot of these other issues that we're seeing in the city, especially with what happened with the unarmed man who was killed and that, like, what do you want the takeaway to be from all of this?
I want the takeaway to be the way that we can improve police and citizens encounters is the implementation of Obama's 21st Century Police Initiative, which is the solution that no police force has fully implemented. And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about these interactions and how police should respond and how politicians should respond, and hopefully get legislation and litigation around these issues to solve the problem. We're trying to solve the problem. We're not just trying to bring awareness. We want to solve the problem.
Okay, so what would be the first step, you think, in solving some of these issues we have in Atlanta?
Having a real conversation with Keisha Lance Bottoms about several of the police-involved shooting cases that have happened on her watch that have not been addressed.
And how's that been going? Have you reached out, and have you been shunned, or what's going on with that?
We've reached out numerous times. We met with her one time where she said that she would provide transparency and availability, and we still have not received that. Jimmy Atchison case is very open and active. We've gotten
so
the
refresh
reports.
people about, in case you know.
Jimmy Atchison was a young man who was shot in Southwest Atlanta on January 22nd, 2019. He was unarmed in a closet. He was murdered by Officer Sung Kim, and we still have not received justice. The officer is still employed by the City of Atlanta Police Department, and the U.S. Attorney has released a report which found that his shooting was unjustified. So now it's in the hands of the Fulton County District Attorney and the Mayor of the City of Atlanta, and his family wants justice.
When you think about what happened with Tatiana in Texas,
yes,
and even though, you know, some people are saying that they gave the officer time to clear his social media, time to resign before being fired, but did you think that the actions by the police department were a lot swifter than we've seen in other cases?
It was definitely swifter, but there was also a lot of public pressure to do all those things. And I want to take my hat off to Sean King and Lee Merritt and Attorney Crump for putting the pressure on, as well as the activists. But that should be the response every time one of these cases happen, so that we can see swift action by our elected officials to hold these officers accountable and charge them with murder.
Okay, tell them again when and where they can watch the new show, Copwatch.
Okay, tonight, 11 o'clock on BET. For the next 10 Wednesdays, tune in to Copwatch. We are going to solve this problem of police accountability. Tune in to BET.
There you go. Majic 107.